Let's we've got to shuffle on to our next topic now. I'm afraid, guys.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. It's
I
all
agree with you,
good.
Culture.
Oh, thank you.
It is all good. Our next topic is still Disney, but it is, of course, The Little Mermaid. So, The Little Mermaid, predictably, is being reviewed very, very highly. 71% on the tomato meter. But again, much like Indiana Jones, although they're more blatant about the Indiana Jones stuff, when you dive into the reviews, they're not great. You know, they're not great. The reviews are not epic. They're not awe-inspiring. So, you know, yeah, again, while The Little Mermaid is not the first live-action Disney movie ever to be put on the big screen, it's definitely the best one yet. Press X to doubt. Flipping its fins doesn't get The Little Mermaid too far, but it's one of the least surface-level Disney live-action remakes in a while. And there's a recurring theme which we've covered before, which is Halle Bailey was born to play Ariel. She is Ariel. It's like, for goodness sake. Just ridiculous. I mean, even this, for instance, you know, Disney's live action movies try to be more and more realistic while using and abusing digital effects, and they end up being more artificial than their animated counterparts. That's fresh.
Yeah,
that's a 2.5 out of 5.
Boy, right? That's 50%. We give it a 50%. Fresh. At least Alan is fresh. Honest from Film Threat, one of the last few honest reviewers, right?
Yeah, this film didn't need to exist. I mean, it's just
and you know,
some of it is just ridiculous.
And he's so articulate, you know, and it's funny that you get one line out of him for
that. Like, yeah, right. I'm sure there's more.
This film did not need to exist.
But I'm just like, and normally you get a paragraph from all these these cock gobbling shills, and he's like one line.
I think it would be interesting to go behind the scenes at Rotten Tomatoes and find out how they decide what pull quotes for each of these reviews, which ones to include, and which ones they decide to hide and take off. Nate was mentioning earlier they did the same thing to that Peter Pan and Wendy.
They literally just binned off a whole bunch of audience. It was crazy.
Yeah,
absolutely crazy.
And
I mean, this. Oh, sorry. Go on.
No, I was going to suggest maybe they ask you what part you want your pull quote to come from when you submit.
Okay,
that's true.
Yeah,
that's a very hopeful suggestion.
Well, I know it's probably not true. If I were setting up something like this, that's how I would do it. But hey,
I don't know anybody that's seen that Peter Pan and Wendy show.
Yeah,
have you seen it, Culture?
It was god awful, soulless, colorless, and lacking imagination everywhere.
But it was diverse. I heard it was very diverse and inclusive.
Well, you know, that's the metric to go by these days.
If you want an Oscar, it is.
Speaking of diverse, I watched the behind the curtain on Fast and the Furious last night.
Oh yeah,
and I didn't realize that the director really put that cast together to make it a diverse cast. He's all into that, but watching the movie. But watching the movie, I never felt that it was like forced in my face. You know,
no, it was everything. Everything in the first several films were organically created.
Yeah,
so
they're always diverse.
Right. But it was organically created. It wasn't in effort to do that. You know what I mean? They were trying to bring all these different worlds together that would literally be representative in the car world.
Sure.
If you're into cars. Yeah. I mean, you go to any car show, you should know this, Nate. You go to any, it's like a smattering.
I do know this. Why are you shouting at me?
Oh well, no. I'm just saying that it was organically created. It wasn't out of a force, which is why it feels that way, Nick. Why it feels natural. And it doesn't.
Yeah. When I was hearing the director talk about it, I was just like, "Oh my god, he sounds like a total wokester."
Well, hey, keep in mind, Nick, that might be revisionist, right? It could have been they cast all these people, and now that inclusion and diversity and representation is such a big thing in Hollywood, he's going, "Oh yeah, that's why we did this.
Yeah,
that's why we. Oh yeah, don't you love it even more now?"
Yeah, virtue signal. Hey, look at me.
Perhaps.
So getting back to some of these reviews, less heartfelt, funny, enchanting, and exhilarating than the beloved animated classic. Why fix it if it ain't broken?
Thank you, Avi.
Yeah,
Wow.
this is an interesting one. They're like, ready, steady, cut. Hold a grudge that classics should never be remade. I'm on that team. But you cannot argue the entertainment was delivered well enough here for its target audience.
Okay, who's the audience? MN Miller. You've discovered something. Who the audience is? Because all of us here can ask the same question. Who is this for? Who?
Yeah. I was told it's not for me.
Yeah.
I mean, even this. I mean, I'm picking out the positive ones, guys.
I know.
That's good.
Even this one. That's a lot to digest, and some viewers, like the kids at their meal times, will simply refuse to swallow it.
That's a
Positive review.
That's
Wow.
positive.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
While read that one there, the effects feel shallow.
That's great.
Oh,
Good.
where's that?
Good.
The top right there, Jay Dunn from Below the Line.
Ah, yeah. The effects felt a bit shallow. I mean, there was a review before where they commented on the water effects, and I'm like, it's a mermaid film. If your underwater effects aren't good, you're really screwed at that point.
But they aren't.
It is. No, I know, but that's what I mean. Like you're screwed. Like it's an underwater film. What are you doing?
The effects felt a bit shallow. First of all, well written, because that to me is, you're it's a play on the water.
I love a pun.
Yeah, but see, and then he follows that up with Aquafina, which is water.
Right.
It's well done.
Yeah.
Sorry, just a clever bit of writing. But the Aquafina certainly doesn't contribute to A Timeless Tale. If you've heard that rap, just that segment alone, that's like, literally pouring like acid in your ears. It's terrible.
Yeah.
The remake's main sin is that it's visually confusing, if not altogether aesthetically unappealing.
That's from Vox. Holy
yeah.
Wow.
Mate, honestly.
Oh man, Movie Web just you can always count on them to coddle your balls.
Some of this stuff, some of the positives are as bad as the negatives.
It's like
really
backhanded fresh reviews.
Oh, what's funny is if you take the main critic audience, the all critics thing, and you dive down into the top critics, this score plummets. It just falls.
Yeah.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that. How do you do that?
Like that.
Top
There you
critics.
go.
Wait.
There it is.
Wow.
There it is.
Like this movie, bigot. That's right.
That's right.
Jesus.
Smells fishy. Something smells fishy.
That's so
Top
bad.
critics. Wow.
Now, of course, the audience score is going to be through the roof. There will be at least 5,000 5-star reviews.
Yeah, bots, baby. It's going to be like the bot fest. Nobody's like, I actually registered to be a critic on here, so you might actually see my picture.
Okay.
Someday.
Yeah, good.
But I've never been able to bring myself to purchase something through Fandango. So yeah, so we'll see. But
I have their app.
Oh man, and again, they're owned by Fandango, and this is all, they're all in bed with each other. It's just bad. It's funny though. The AP, which I didn't expect, did quite a negative review, and so did UPI. So, it's very strange.
Just look at this stuff's awful.
Well, because I think objectively, it's probably not a very good film.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think you're right.
And this is a holiday weekend, so if it bombs at the box office this weekend,
it's the biggest holiday weekend. This used to be the open of the summer film season, right?
Yeah.
This is when you held your tent pole. This film is not by anybody's imagination a tent pole. And if they think it's going to make $90 million.
Oh, it's opening this weekend. I did not realize that.
Yeah. I remember I said that I wasn't going to go see it.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not going to go see it. I can't.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah.
These reviews didn't change your mind, Culture?
No, it didn't. It really didn't.
So Coach's wife and kids are going to go see it, and they already told him that he is not allowed to come with them to go see it because they know he's just going to be trashing it in the theater while it's playing.
you know what is out on the same day?
What?
Sisu.
Oh,
I'm gonna go watch that instead.
Wow, good choice.